Hello, Holy Cross. Deacon Tom here again with an installment of Ask the Deacon. I thank you all for all your emails. I didn't expect as many as I got. Some of them overlap, and we expanded this to St. Pio's School. So for those of you from St. Pio's, thank you very much. So we're going to kill two birds with one stone today. The first thing, the question was, what is a pall that's used during Mass? Well, there are two types of palls. One's a funeral pall that covers the casket, and then there's a pall that we use here as part of the sacred vestments. Now, in order to explain that, I figured we'll do the whole kit and caboodle here. So the first thing you see in some parishes is what's called a funeral veil. This funeral veil is designed to hide what the priest uses from the public. The idea is that this is the mystery of the body and blood of Christ. How does the bread and wine become the body and blood of Christ? So the first thing the deacon does is remove the funeral veil and shows a chalice, a corporal, a purificator, a paten, and a pall. First thing is a corporal. The corporal is designed to collect the body and blood of Christ should any crumbs fall on. As you can see, the corporal is a square. It's folded 9 different ways, and the reason why it's done that is so that it can be folded up without losing anything that falls onto the corporal. Second thing is a pall. Now this pall is just a piece of cardboard with linen around it. The idea originally was that it was a covering for the chalice, and basically it still is just a covering for the chalice to protect what's inside. Now the deacon places it on the chalice for the priest because the deacon prepared the chalice, and we also remove it at the time of consecration and place it back on immediately after. Gotta think. Put it back on immediately after consecration. And the whole idea of the pall is, again, to protect the chalice, to protect the contents of the chalice. The second thing, or the next thing, is a paten. Now, this paten is basically a plate that holds the host. This is Father Wilson's paten. As you can see, it's just a small plate. The next thing is a purificator. So the purificator is a linen, basically a linen napkin, that's used to, again, clean the sacred vessels and collect everything that's done. And finally, the chalice. So when you see the setup at Mass for Father, he has a chalice here, he has the paten here, with the host on it, the pall to protect the contents, and a purificator. The motions basically are the deacon removes it, puts it back on. Sometimes Father will remove it and put it back on. Again, it's to protect the contents. The purificator is also used to cleanse the chalice. You'll see Father Wilson clean his paten and brush all the crumbs into the chalice, okay? And then you'll see the deacon or an altar server hand him water to purify the chalice. He'll make sure all the crumbs, and then he'll consume it. That's one of the things that we as deacons have to do, is consume the precious blood, whatever's left over, basically. And then you'll see Father clean the chalice and put everything away. So if you want to be a deacon, boys, chalice, purificator, paten, pall, again, the corporal, 1, 2, 3, 4, placed on there, just like that. And finally, the chalice veil to redo everything. Perfect. Thank you again for all your emails, and I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about the faith. Take care. God bless.